Hello, I'm back. I'm back again. It is Monday. I'm not typically here on Mondays, and I am here on a Monday. I was playing this game a little bit earlier, and now I'm playing some more, and we're gonna get into it. So I left off on completing. Yes, Lemons, I'm back. I said I was gonna take a little bit of a break and come back, probably, and then I did come back. I'm happy to be back too, and I'm happy you're here. I really want to get this done. I'm so over it. Yes. I really, really want to get this finished. So I am back. 2 streams in one day. Like,
Do it,
what?
lady.
What?
Do it, lady.
Oh, thank you for the go popular. Thank you for the heartbeat too. 10 go populars, Hulk Smash. Thank you. And thank you for the heartbeat, Andrew. Welcome in. So, yes, I was here earlier for a little over 3 hours, like 3 hours, 15 minutes. And I got a lot more of my C chart done. That's what I'm working on right now. I have 4 freaking squares in the C chart left, and then I will be done. I'm so ready. So today, tonight, we are getting this done. That is goal number 1. Finish this chart for good. And then after that, thank you so much, Lemons. I am over it. Then after that, I still need to get Triforce charts. I've had 3 Triforce charts deciphered by Tingle thus far. There's 5 more. 5 that I don't have. I know 1 is on the ghost ship, and I do have the ghost ship map, so now I can go find that fairly easily. But then there's still 4 more charts, and then there's 4 more, or then there's, I think I have 1 Triforce shard. I don't know how to check that. I don't know where that would be. Because I thought I got a Triforce shard. But I must not have, because I feel like they would go here. Is that where they go? That looks like where they would go. Yeah, Lemons, it's too much. It's too much. It's like, I think I would replay this game on the Wii U. I don't know that I would replay it the GameCube way again, because it's just a lot. Oh, I did use a fairy, so if I happen across another fairy, I need to remember to fill up this empty jar with a fairy. But I think, yeah, I had just finished exploring this island area here, and now I am, oh, Beetle. I need to go shopping too. I need some bait, and I see Beetle over here. I wonder if I can just swim to him. Can I make it? Oh, I hope I can make it. I think I can. Yes, yes, lock in. I am going to lock in, y'all. We're gonna get this done. So I don't know. After bro, slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Ah, I should have just taken my boat. Oh well. I don't know. After I get I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get back. I might just, okay. I'm gonna get my boat. That probably won't be very good. What? I reached level 2. How did I reach level 2? How did I don't know how I'm sharing my own stream either. That's so weird. Do you guys see that on your end? Anyway, I'm going to shop with Beetle. I need to get some bait so that I can bait more fish and finish these 4 last places on my sea chart. And then what? Yeah, just a million other little tedious tasks. Hey, Vivid Snake. Yeah, I have no idea. You know when you go into the ship and come out, it puts the boat and your boat near the island? Yeah, so Vivid Snake, right before you got here, I was like, I swam to Beetle from the island. And I hardly had any breath left. when I made it to his boat. So I decided to just retry that because I didn't want to risk running out of breath. Shoot. When I swam back. Oh, you were here? Okay. Yeah, so I know it puts the boat by the island, but I didn't want to run out of breath on my way back to the island. What does you have here? A potion? Oh, maybe that would be just fine. Because I was going to go get a fairy. Your breath restores? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. But I don't really know why it says that I'm sharing my own stream or how I even got to a different level. I use something called Tickfinity, which I think a lot of streamers do. It has something to do with that. I know it does. Okay. Time to shop. I was hoping for bait, so I'm not super stoked, but sure. Sure. Okay.
Bye.
I'm good. That's all I needed. Some use OBS or Streamlabs. Yeah. So I use OBS, and then Tickfinity is like, it's not what I use to stream from. Whoa, that's a lot of treasure right there. It's just the thing that I use to put my follower goal and stuff on the screen. But I use OBS to stream. Treasure? Huh? Edible what? It acted like I got it. What the heck? There we go. There's a lot of treasure right here. Normally I don't pick up the treasure, but there's like 6 treasures right here. So I might as well. Yay! 20 rupees. That's why I don't pick them up. Because it's like nothing. Try right here. No? I want to see it. Show it to me. It sounds really loud right here. Oh, that's really loud. Yeah. Rupees? Is it rupees? A yellow rupee! I got 10 rupees. Yay. Okay. Nope, got quiet right there. It's pretty loud right here. Nope. It like goes down like I'm getting something. Like it vibrates, the controller vibrates. There we go. Rupees. I bet it's rupees. A red rupee! That's 20 rupees. I'm so surprised. Shocked, truly. Okay. Oh. Oh. It's really close again. No. No, not that way. It's just like, it takes so much time to pinpoint where the treasure is under the water. Oh, there's one. And then for it to actually pick it up when I do the grappling hook, it's a lot of time. Oh, what the heck? I was just trying to stop the boat. And it is a little annoying because it's just 20 rupees as the reward. Watching you play kind of makes me want to play Phantom Hourglass. People were just talking about that earlier, Damoon. Bro, pick it up. Thank you so much for the heartbeat, Soul Tide. Welcome in. Happy Monday. How are you? I've never played Phantom Hourglass, but we were talking about that one and talking about me playing that one next, and I just, without an emulator, I don't know how I would play it live on the stream because it's like a DS game, right? But is that one, isn't that the one that you, Vivid Snake, were saying was like the next one in order, basically, for this game, like for this Link story? Yeah. Hi, I am having a great Monday. This is my second stream today. I was on here a few hours earlier. Took a little break to eat some dinner, and now I'm back. I'm determined to make a decent amount of progress on this game. I don't think I'm close enough to it. You said yes, it is. That's the then Spirit Tracks is his descendant. Okay. Yeah, so that would be really cool. I don't know that much about either one of them. Oh, that's pretty loud. Stop. No. It was loud. I'm about to give up on this last one. Bro, where are you? I'm listening for like that glimmering sound. The louder it is, the closer I am to the treasure. And it's very particular. Okay, maybe I'll just have to like steer away for a little bit. Oh, there it is. Yep. I just needed to find it. Okay, last one. This looks like the last treasure. Slowly but surely, we will get there. I'm trying to keep my eye on the spot that it was. I think I got it. Monkey, welcome in. Yes, I'm loving this game. I'm hating the part that I'm on right now, but I love the game overall. Ooh, 4 tiny Christmases. Thank you, Soul Tide. That's like a tiny diny, but Christmas. Yay, 50 rupees. Okay, I think I got all the treasure there. Thank you so much. I have never beat this game, and I'm on my way there. I'll beat it. It's just taking a lot of time, but I'm getting there. Okay, now we're gonna go north. I do still need another beetle map. No, not map. I need more bait. I don't even know how much bait I have left. Where's the beetle? There it is. Okay, so there's a beetle 2 up and then to the left, or 1 just diagonal from where I am, northeast. So I might go that way. Worth every minute. Take your time. I've been playing this game, Monkey, for 3 months. I've taken my time. And then some. I only play it like 6-ish hours a week. So it's been a process. And I feel so close to beating it, which is exciting. And it's also like really frustrating that it's this little mission is taking me so long, longer than anything else in the entire game has. Just completing the sea chart. Thank you for the bubbly time, Monkey. Thank you so much. Yeah, you reached level 2. Good job. Yeah, I am... Crap. Okay, yeah, north. I'll go northeast. I'm just like, why is this taking the longest amount of time out of everything I've done in this game? This has been the most time-consuming part, is filling the sea chart out. I need to get the Triforce shards, which means I need to get the Triforce charts, And I've gotten 3 charts deciphered. Oh my god, get away from me, bro. I don't want to deal with you right now. I'm on a mission. I'm gonna go get Beetle. I need some stuff. Some bait. Maybe more, yeah, more north. I'm going a little too east right now. Amount of time? Vivid Snake, what do you mean amount of time? What'd you say amount of time about? Monkey, you said I played it when it first came out for the GameCube, and I legit spent my whole summer vacation. I played it when it first came out for the GameCube too, but I did not beat it. And when I played it, mostly it was my dad doing most of it for me, honestly. I was pretty young, and really just wanted to play it for the super cute, cool art style. I liked wandering around on Windfall Island a lot. But for a lot of it, I had my dad do that for me, and then never beat it myself. Oh, that looks like a good treasure. That one's like sticking up. I can't believe I missed that one earlier. Hey, get away from me. Where did it go? Ah! I'm close to it. Bruh. I don't really want to fight these guys right now. I just want to get the treasure. Okay,
Lady.
that was easy. Thank you so much for the heart signal.
Lady.
Thank you. Hey, bruh. The super GG. Thank you so much, Monkey. So it has been how many years? Dang it. Like 22 years since this game came out on the GameCube. And I'm finally gonna beat it. 22 years later. Bro, they keep coming at me way too fast. You reached level 5, Monkey. Nice. Good job. Made fast progress here. I love it. Okay. Bro, get out of here now. Okay. Okay. Ah! Die! Oh, they come so fast. That's what she said? Okay. I'm gonna try for the treasure now. I don't think I'm close enough. It's kind of quiet. You said that's an awesome core memory. My dad also introduced me and helped me. Yes! W Dads. We love Dads that game. It really is a great core memory. Where are you, Treasure? Treasure, come out, come out. I hear you. Oh, that's pretty loud. Right here, maybe? W Dads. Hey, Emmy. Hi. How are you? Happy to see you again. Is it a treasure chart? Maybe? I got a Triforce shard! Oh my god! Oh my god, this is amazing! I've been working so hard for one of these. Oh, it feels so good. Oh my god.
Do it, lady.
I've spent hours on this. I got one. Thank you for the 10 Go Populars. Yes.
Do it, lady.
I did it. One. Thank you for the Super GG, Monkey. I can't believe it. Oh my god, that's such a freaking relief. That is a huge weight. 1 down. I wasn't even trying. I don't even know what that Triforce chart matches this Triforce shard. Oh, I am so thankful. Thank you guys for the gifts.
Do it, lady.
Oh my god. Thank you for the let 'em cook, monkey. Thank you so much. Imagine you skipped it. This one looked special,
Do it, lady.
thankfully. Oh, thank you for the 10 goats, Lemons. Thank you so much. I'm so freaking relieved.
Do it, lady.
Oh my god. A rising star, monkey. Thank you so much. This is amazing. This is the best moment of my entire life. Not even kidding. Oh my god. That Hulk smash dot 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 dot. Oh yeah. Sorry. My wedding day was the best moment of my entire life.
Do it, lady.
Oh, confetti! Oh, 100 coins. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the confetti. I'm so happy. Oh my god. Okay, that was 1. That was my first Triforce shard. Chat, I got 1. Yay! Only 7 more to go. Holy smokes. Thank God I came here to look for Beetle. Where is Beetle anyway? Where is he? Beetle. Oh, I think I see him. I don't really care about those things in the water. It's too hard for me to get them. Farts, Trifarts chart. Yes, my farts, Trifarts chart.
Do it, lady.
Yay!
Do it, lady.
Oh, thank you for the 3 tiny tinies, monkey. Thank you for the GG2, monkey. We're so happy about the farts, Trifarts chart. I feel like, hey, why did you drive away? Stop it. I got out of the boat for you.
Do it, lady.
Oh, thank you for the 5 roses. You're
Do
on
it,
level
lady.
9, monkey. Lemons, thank you for the 5 roses and the 5 heart puffs. Thank you. Oh, thank
Success.
you. Monkey, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy you're here. No. Well, actually, I do want that. You're welcome, Beetle. Yeah, I know. Oh my god. Best moment ever. At least in my most recent memory of playing this game. I haven't had a happy moment in this game in so long. Oh, I don't even know if I need that much. There's only 3 more squares left. Yeah, 3 or 4. That's okay though. I need the Hoi pairs though because I need to be a bird in a lot of, well, at least one other place. I've earned a silver membership. We give a luxurious gift to all of our silver members. It's the least we could do. Yeah, Zuya. I took like an hour-ish break and now I'm back. Happy to have you here. How are you? I'll send it to you shortly. It should be arriving at a postbox near you any day. Promise me you'll wait anxiously for it. Next, try to earn our gold membership. Okay, I don't even get the present yet. Wait, shoot. I kind of wanted the to get the
Do
other
it, lady.
pair. Dang it. Hey, thank you for the you're awesome. Happy holidays. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you to get it. The gift that they're gonna send me, is that what you mean? I'm doing good, Zuya. I just got my first Triforce shard. My fart Triforce fart shard. And yes, I understand. Okay, can I get another one of these? I've been freaking working on that for hours, days,
Do it, lady.
weeks. So I'm very relieved I have gotten 1 and I need to get 7 more. Oh, I heard you got the Triforce shard and the T was done. 88.5% away from completing the Triforce. Yeah! Progress, baby! Yes! 12.5 away from completing the Triforce. Yeah, not that close. Not that close. Yeah, the tea was done. I'm glad you heard that. In case you were wondering, oh, I don't need more than I have? Okay, sure, bro. I probably do, but whatever you say, I'm not good with those things. Whatever, though. And yeah, a lot of stuff has happened and at the same time not happened. I hate / love it. Hi, Shermie, I'm back. Yes, you're back too. Welcome back. How are you? Oh, yeah, I want to go west. I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm going, there's 4 more squares on my C chart. Yes, yes, I have made so much progress. Thank you for recognizing that. Somebody should recognize my hard work. It's about gosh darn time that my hard work gets recognized around here. And I'm only 88.5% away from completing getting all Triforce shards, apparently, according to Emmy. So we'll trust that, since I was last year. Oh, okay, Meg. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Lemons. I feel very validated and recognized for the hard work from you and Monkey. I don't know if he's still here, but he was out here with Lemons giving me gifts, Hulk Smash 2, to celebrate getting the Triforce shard. So I'm playing, y'all.
Do it, lady.
You guys are totally supporting me. 100%. Creature landed, welcome in. Thank you for the heart me. You're in my fan club now, I think. How does that feel?
Do it, lady.
Thank you so much. A
Do it,
top
lady.
Christmas, Creature Landon. Thank you so much. And a tiny Christmas. Thank you so much. Happy to have you here. Happy Monday. How are you? Do you like this game? I was manifesting for you to make progress. Ungrateful. No. I'm not. Lemons, I'm so grateful for you. It's because of your manifesting. That is why I made progress. I couldn't have done it without you manifesting that. I owe it all to you. Thank you, Lemons. You will get my life savings one day once I have some. Oi, small fry. Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want a chart and information about this island? Yes. Then start by opening up your sea chart. Okay. Flipping that, by the way. Yes, please. Do it. I dare you. Flip it. Now, boy, you better tell me something good. So tell me, small fry, have you heard about the Golden Triumph? Yes, I have. They never tell me anything new anymore. I've been explored everywhere. And there's a chart that'll show you where to find them on that island there. If you want it, try asking that huge, grouchy looking stone watcher. I doubt you could even budge the thing, though. You've got skinny arms, Fry. Ha! I have the bracelets, bro. The power bracelets. Ha! I don't want to bait you again. I don't want to hear what you have to say anymore. We're done with that. I'm hoping this doesn't come across as weird, but you're so pretty. Shermie. No, that doesn't come across as weird. That comes across as very nice. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going... I need to explore whatever's here, and it's there. I need to go there. Where am I going? Right here. That's where I'm going, right? Yeah, right there. This island right I need to see what he's got for me. What do you got for me, island? Anything good? I need a Triforce chart. I'm so done with this. Look at that crab. Feeling crabby. Yeah, I want the heart. Do not go away. Okay, bro. Stop jumping. Oh! I literally just got the mail delivered. That thing was not shaking before, right? It literally just started shaking. Bro. Ah! you. You can get a figurine of a crab? What? How? Tell me. I want to know. On Animal Crossing, I know you can. It wasn't moving. Yes, thank you for validating that. I could have sworn it just started moving. Good evening. I can't talk. Letters for Megstar. We have one letter. Here is your letter. This parcel has been sent cash on delivery. Postage due is 10 rupees. Will you pay? Mm-hmm. Yes. Wait, do I have to pay for the reward I got? Bro. I won this reward for paying for items at the shop. Why do I have to pay more? That is so whack. Oh my god. Take a photo of it with your deluxe camera and take it to the Nintendo gallery at the Forest Island? He's a shop owner. What do you expect? You're so right, Vivid Snake. He's greedy. I did not realize that. I only have one camera. Yeah. Where's the other camera? Notice to silver membership holders. Thank you for your frequent patronage of Beetle Shop ships. Since you have earned 30 points, you have been granted silver membership. All silver membership holders receive a special gift of 1 complimentary ID. It is valid at all Beetle Shop ships, so bring it to a shop ship near you. I look forward to your future patronage, Beetle. What is that? You got a complimentary ID? Who knows what this is, but apparently you should take it to Beetle. Keep it in your delivery bag for now. He's so scammy. For real? He's gonna tell me I reached silver membership. First of all, he can't just give me a reward, that coupon, while I'm standing right next to him in the shop. He says, you have to go to a mailbox. Okay, I'm at the mailbox. I open it up. I have to pay 10 rupees to open my mail from him. In the mail is a coupon, and I have to take the coupon back to Beetle's shop to find out what it is and what it does. He sucks. That is the worst reward ever. Complimentary? Yeah, I paid for the delivery. I also paid for the 30 items that I had to pay for. I paid for that. Yeah, you know what I mean. To get that. Everything. I'm doing everything. Why couldn't he just carry the freaking coupon on him or whatever it was? That's so stupid. But if you do Lenzo's side quest, he'll replace it with the deluxe camera. Perfect. I'm not sure who Lenzo is, but I'll figure it out. I'll find out who Lenzo is, and I'll do that sometime after this. Woohoo! I did something. Let's see what's in this hole. If you're this mad now, wait until you bring it to him. No! Don't tell me that. Chantel? Chantel? How do you say your name? But I don't love to hear that. I'm also not surprised that it's going to be extremely disappointing. Not at all. Very scammy, scummy stuff right there. You gotta pay and then go back to turn it in. Shopkeeper's motto time is money. Yeah, he's Chantel. Well, like Shan, right? Welcome in. I am not super stoked to find out whatever it will be, other than something disappointing, I guess. But whatever. We deal. We make do. Chantel, I'm still gonna go. Or Vivid Snake, I'm still gonna go. Even if it's disappointing, because I'll surely need to go to another shop anyway. I definitely want to know what it is either way. Even if I know it's disappointing, I just want to see. And spoilers, to an extent, are okay. You did the clip lemons? Yay! I can't wait to see it. Yes! I love when you do the clippies. Oh, I thought I'd been here already. Okay, no, this is a different place. I need to make sure that I'm equipped for fighting. Okay. Cool. Anything else? I guess this. Sure, why not? Looks good to me. Yeah, that's where I came from. I'll go in here. I wouldn't call it disappointing. Sorry for the mini spoiler. Uh-oh. No, that's okay. I really don't mind. Backseat gaming is encouraged here, and if I learn something ahead of time, that's okay. It's really, you can't really be spoiling anyway. This game is 22 years old. So at this point, it's on me for not knowing what happens. It's not on anybody else. There's several places just like this. Hey, it's Trunks. Welcome in, Trunks. How are you? Happy to have you here. Oh yeah, I have to shoot them with the arrow first. Ah! That wasn't too bad. Hi, Jonah. No, I absolutely will not take this. No, thank you. Wow, I just managed to get that rupee too. Look at me. Oh, that's okay, Trunks. That's okay.
Success.
We'll play more Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in the future, so it's not going to be your last chance. Thank you so much for the follow, Brody. Welcome in. How are you? Happy Monday. Have you played this game? Okay, I like that it gets fire up whenever I do it. So I can keep track of which doors I've been in. That's nice. So easy now. I feel like with the sword, it's so much easier. You've played almost all the Zelda games, Trunks? No way. Which one's your favorite? I am currently working on completing the C chart and getting all the Triforce shards. I actually just got my first Triforce shard. Bro. And exploring these like little island areas. Twilight Princess is your favorite, Brody. You've played every single one. I am probably doing that. So after this, I'm gonna play Pokemon Legends ZA. I play like all Nintendo games. And then after that though, oh great. And then after that, there's one. Whoops. Whoopsie. I tried to shoot a arrow at it. There we go. There we go. Whoops, I accidentally shot two. And after that, I'm probably gonna do Twilight Princess. I have a GameCube, and I think I'll be able to connect the GameCube for streaming. And my BFF said they have Twilight Princess and for the GameCube, so I can borrow it from them. And so that will be 2 games from now after Legends ZA. You think this one's your favorite? Did you play, I can't remember if we talked about this. Did you play the Wii U HD version, or did you play oh, that was so easy. Everything is gonna feel so much easier compared to before I ended my stream earlier. Was the most enemy-filled room I've ever been in. No! Okay, nice. So these rooms are like nothing compared to that. And, oh. Okay. Am I armed properly? I guess so. That's nice. You can just kind of sneak up on them. So that one's done already. Is he done too? Nice. Easy. Easy peasy. TP number 2, Ocarina number 3. You recommend I try Skyward Sword HD? It's so good. Can I play that one on the Switch? Or how do I play that one? you said this is your number 1, Chantel. TP is number 2. I get this one, Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time, and a lot of people's top. But I've also had a lot of people tell me to do Skyward Sword next. Phantom Hourglass as well. Spirit Tracks. So I've heard a lot of people come in here saying they like that one too. I love having such a variety of different games to pick from too. I like the art style of this one a lot. That's one big thing. And then I have some nostalgia with it too, just because I played a little bit of it as a kid, just never beat it. I'm also reading the chat right now. That's why I got quiet. I'm scrolling up and reading the chat. So, Majora's Mask. That's one I've never played before, Trunks. I need to check that one out. You only played the OG. You prefer the original because they did change some things. Are we gonna finish the game today, Jonah? Jonah, you said, did I see that right? See what right? What happened? We're not finishing the game tonight, but we will finish the C chart tonight. And next week, the goal is to finish the game overall before January 1st, 2026. Is this the door that I need to go in? Yes. Yay! Another place for me to wake some wind. Hopefully something good happens. Okay. You were big lurking for a minute. That's okay, Creature Landon. I love a good lurk. You know, if you can't chat, if you can't listen, but you just want to hang out here, the more the merrier, no matter what.
Success.
Oh, Creature Landon, thank you for the finger heart. I love.
Do it, lady.
Chantel, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Happy to have you here. Abel, thank you for the heartbeat. I so appreciate that. Stand on the blue panel and toot. Shoot, I did it wrong. I didn't toot. Thank you for the follow too, Abel. I just saw you followed me too. I got a treasure chest. Is it gonna be a Triforce chart or shard? This seems like a big treasure chest. I really might cry tears of joy if it's a Triforce shard. Shard. Yes. Lemons, chant the word shard with me. Shard, not shart. Shard. Let's pray for the shard. Please, not the chart, the shard. Not the shart either. The shard. That's still good. I still got something good. I got a Triforce chart. It ain't no shard, but it's a shard. I got a Triforce shard. A Triforce shard. Yes, we got a Triforce shard. Yay! What if it's a Triforce shard? I can't talk anymore. A Triforce chart for the Triforce shard that I just got. I will be so pissed off at that. I will not be happy if it's literally a chart to the shard I just got. Bro, what are you looking at? You're always looking at something. Tell me. Ho-ho! Bye! That battery of mounted guns is a dangerous thing. What? What? If only someone could blow the entire lot of them to bits. It's such a shame that they exist, for there's something wonderful hidden there. That? What is he talking about? This? Is this what he's talking about? It will be at some point, so no point in being mad. I know, but there doesn't have to be a point to being mad. People can be mad even if there's no point. It's just because they feel that way. And that's okay. It's okay to just feel a way. I don't know if this is what he's looking at, but he said something about there being something there. So maybe I should go check that out. I guess so. And in the Incredible chart gives you the location of the Triforce charts if you've forgotten. Oh. I did. Thank you, Vivid Snake. I actually really did forget that. By the way, if you're new here, I welcome Backseat Gaming. I don't need my hand held through every single step of the way, but if I'm like explicitly asking for help, then you can help. I would love it to be helped. Or if you just want to tell me what to do and I'm not asking for help, that's fine
Success.
too. I'm not going to be mad about that. Lee Artbox, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. How are you? Do you love this game or what? A Triforce shard. Imagine it being there. Imagine. Okay, so that thing that I'm looking at, what direction is that? Is that east? Because the wind is going west right now. Yeah. I'm not gonna worry about that. Well, let me check my top 5 of my favorite. Yes. What are your others in the top 5? I love. Let me check my Incredible chart. Ooh. What is that? What is that? On the left, it's like circling a Triforce chart, and then there's what am I looking at? Oh, it's a ship you have to bomb. Meg, what is your top 5? Top 5 I can't have a top 5 yet. I've only ever beat Echoes of Wisdom. This will be my second game that I beat. So those are my top 2. I have to keep playing more Zelda games so that I can round out my top 5. The charts are the charts you need to find. What about all Nintendo games? Oh, top 5 all Nintendo games. Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door. Oxenfree, which is an indie game, actually. But I played it on the Nintendo Switch for the first time. Both of them, Oxenfree 1 and 2. Echoes of Wisdom might be in there as well. This game. And maybe Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Animal Crossing. Those games are different because there's not like a beginning and an end to those games. I mean, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has a story mode, but we don't really talk about that. The Triforce symbol is the locations you deciphered from the Triforce charts for the Triforce shards. Okay. Oh, okay. Those are deciphered. I see. Yay, thank you.
Success.
Okay, thank you for the follow, Game Boy Steve. Welcome in. We've been talking about favorite Nintendo games and also favorite Zelda games. If you want to share either your fave Zelda or fave Nintendo games in general, I would love to know. Who do you like to play in as in Smash? I like to be Marth. I love Pyramithra and Steve. When I played Melee, was Marth was in that, and I like to be Marth on Melee. I thought it was, I don't know, cool to be a cool sword guy that wasn't, I don't know. I thought he was cool. I see. They wouldn't show up otherwise. Okay. I didn't realize that. Okay, so I need to find the fish in this space right here. Because I haven't gotten it filled out yet. Fishy, fishy. Where are you? There he is. Yeah, I need to go bait this fish really quick so I can get some information about this chart. Or square in my chart. Go! I hate having to turn around. Four Swords Adventures, Link to the Past, Wind Waker, Minish Cap, Twilight Princess. Love! Good list. I can't comment on most of those. I'm new to doing a lot of Zelda. But I want to do more, and I love hearing what people put in their top because it helps me with deciding what I might do next. I'm leaning towards Twilight Princess, which you have in your top 5. About this Shart, Steve, Lima. What? Yes, I mained him in Melee too. Wait, what? Oh, Steve Lima? What? Yes, and yeah, Melee was my fave. I played that one as a kid all the time. Same age, or around the same age that I was playing this game on the GameCube. What about this Shart? It was a typo, I see. TikTok is not forgiving of typos whatsoever. As for Nintendo Paper Mario, Kirby Air Riders, Wind Waker, Pikmin, Pokemon Colosseum, I put Paper Mario in there as well. Was it the 1,000-Year Door Paper Mario? That's in my top 5 too. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was getting bait out. Yup, perfect. I love. Yeah, we will get along very well then. You've got great taste, kid. Hoi, small fry. Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want a chart and information about this island, then start by opening up your ski chart. Okie dokie. Tell me where the Triforce shards are. It's a dot! I don't know if I found any other islands that are literally just a circle. I can't remember. Tell me, small fry, have you ever heard of the fabled set? Yes! I have. Stop talking to me about them. A chart. A chart. A chart. A chart. I'm getting a chart. A Triforce chart. Chart. A Trifart chart. 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 For sure. I'm totally getting that. Right there. Right there. Bruh. I'm going right there. Agreed. That's an amazing list. Okay. I probably need my bombs. No, thank you. Ah!
Success.
Wrong, right? Whoa! I thought that I could get those guys with my cannon. I thought that's what a fishy told me. Was I lied to? Bro! How do I get these guys? Thank you so much for the follow, Ranks. Can you help me, Ranks? Because I am cornered. Oh my god. Wait, did I get him? He's kind of... Bro! This is annoying! Get that... Ah! No! And I can't sail away fast enough either. Choo-choo! See the smoke? Ah! Ah! Bro! I'm not kissing anybody right now, Emmy. No choo-choos right now. Only bombs. I'm damaging them. Ah! Bird! Get away. No, I don't want to talk to him right now. I understand. Get it, bro. Only bombs. Is that like only... Never mind. Go. so close. Go. Go, go, go. Oh my god. Put your sail up. Bro, don't jump out like that. That's not what I was saying. Go, go. Ah. I was hardly button smashing. You gotta stay moving. I was trying. I kept getting bombed. Ship combat was definitely a pain. Yeah, I don't love it. I've gotten significantly better at combat in this game. Just, I have, I'll be uploading the VODs, full gameplay to the Red app. And you'll be able to go back and see exactly how I was and where I'm at now. Significantly better. However, okay, bro, this is also terrible. Just swim. That is not something, the fighting the dudes with the cannonballs is not anything that I've done before, really. I'm not very well versed in that combat, so if I was given the opportunity to have combat like that throughout this game a million times, just like every other enemy I've encountered, then I bet I would do better. You should go fight Orca and see how many hits you can get. Who's Orca? Who is, oh, good thinking. I'm not right now going to do that, but maybe when I beat the game or something. I don't know. When I beat the game, maybe I'll be done. I did get 100 hits on him, but I didn't get the next highest. Yeah, I didn't get whatever the next highest is. I think he titled me Knight or something like that. Uncle Drew, hello, welcome in. Nico, welcome in. You played this on your Wii U. I've heard there's a lot of things that go a lot quicker on the Wii U version. I'm playing this on the Nintendo Switch Online. Uncle Drew, I love that you love this game.
Success.
You're in the right place. Hi, Keyblade Master Eric. Welcome back. How are you? I love this game, and I'm getting close to beating it. I think this is a Triforce, a Trifart chart, a Trifart chart. And you played it on your GameCube. Yes, I remember you saying that. I love. What's the mask do again? Yes, a Triforce chart. Yes, we got a Triforce chart. A Triforce chart. We got a Triforce chart. Bro, I've got a Triforce chart. This is like the 4th, 5th, 6th one. Who even knows how many of these I've gotten? But I got a Triforce chart. I'm over it. New shard unlocked. Yes, it lets you see enemy health. I got the mask. Sorry, I got distracted by the Trifart chart. I got the mask by giving Miss Marie, the teacher on Windfall Island, 40 joy pendants. She rewarded me with this mask, which shows me the remaining health of the enemies that I fight when I wear it. Chart. New chart. It's pretty cool, I guess. Not too shabby of a... Okay. Go. Go on. Okay, you need the sail put away. I see. It does not cruise if you have the sail up. I heard that in the Wii U version, you only need 3 Triforce shards. Yeah, something like that. You definitely don't need to do as much as I've had to do for getting the Triforce shards and charts and all of that good stuff. Don't need all of that. Like I have been working on, and you can go faster. I was just checking out that treasure to see if it was worth getting, and it's probably not that exciting. Okay, I'm going north now. North. Wait, did I bait the fish here? I can't remember now. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go... Ooh, what kind of goal was that? I reached a goal, y'all. What goal did you help me reach? A like goal. It must be a like goal. You guys are liking this so much. I see JX at the top. Hulk Smash in second. Creature Landon in third. Ant in fourth. Lemons in fifth. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for the likes. I really appreciate it. 10K likes. That's insane. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for being here and liking my stream. It's all coming back to me. It's the worst, Drew. I've been miserable. I heard that. Yeah. Plus, you only need to pay Tingle just over 1,100 rupees instead of over 3,100 rupees. Yeah. Too many rupees to Tingle. It's actually ridiculous. Everything has been very too much for me. I can't believe I'm actually almost done completing my sea chart. I thought that this day would never come. And I've also got one Triforce shard, and I thought that would never happen. I've got several Triforce charts. I have like 1 or 2 more now that I need to get deciphered by Tingle. I'm making progress somehow. I actually am making progress. I did not believe I would ever see the day. But my goal has been to beat this game before 2026. So I'm going to be doing some extra streams, hopefully more than usual, to get that done because I'm tired of this. I love the game. I love the game. But the Triforce shards and charts and things...
Do it, lady.
Don't love it. Uncle Drew, thank you for the rose. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the encouragement. Same, yes. It's terrible. It's just because it was straight action for most of the game. Constantly doing something, going somewhere, fighting people, solving puzzles, getting buddies, whatever. And now it's just this for hours. Not great. Don't love it. Boy, small fry. Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want a chart and information about this island. Then start by opening up your sea chart. Wow, that's an interesting area on the chart. Oof was right. You should come around these parts on nights when just a wee bit of the left half of the moon is missing. That's when it appears, Fry. Now I know he's talking about the ghost ship. Earlier he said really vague stuff like this, and I was like, what the heck is he talking about? Now I know, it's the ghost ship. I think my very controversial opinion is I enjoy the Triforce shard hunt. That's a hot take, but Vivid Snake, I don't know if Vivid Snake's still here. Vivid Snake also enjoys it. So you're not alone in that. That's for sure. And that's all the info. Whoa! Uncle Drew, thank you so much for following my channel. You made me reach my follow goal on Purple app. Thank you so much. Look at you. And whoever said they 100% it twice probably enjoys it too. Yeah, exactly. If you play this more than once, 100%, then yeah, you definitely must at least somewhat like this part. I'm so stoked. I just started streaming in August and I'm at 80 followers. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I can't go fighting evil on an empty stomach, you know, and with that, I'm off. Okay, let's go. Going, gone. I just realized it's not Wednesday. You just realized, Jonah? What? Oh, I can't even hold anything. I kind of want to see what he has in his shop, but I need to use the rest of my bait before I can get anything. Yes, it's Monday. I am not working until the new year because I got a new job, left my old job, waiting for my new job to start. So I have some time to spend with family for the holidays. I'll take some time off from streaming for that, which means that I want to get some streaming in now before I'm out of town for a bit and celebrating and whatnot. It's fun to play it twice because in New Game Plus, you get to play whole game in Link's PJs. How cute. Is there anything else, though? Any other points to play? Oh, who are you? Is this a Goron? The rock person? Is this? No. I'm what you call, it's a girthy merchant. I'm what you call a girthy merchant. Yes, I'm just a cheery fellow who bobs between waves in search of all manner of rare items, cracked and pristine, wild and woolly. I came from distant lands because I heard there was a treasure of great worth on this island, but I can't find a thing. I thought perhaps my fate would cross with that most mystic of rare items, the fabled shop guru statue. But it seems as though I ran off the mark yet again. By the way, or by the by, for some reason, looking at that delivery bag of yours gives me, okay, nope, I don't have anything he wants. No! Girthy merchant alert! I have a deed, Oasis deed, and he don't need that. He doesn't want it. Is that Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker, Jamar? Yes, it is. It is. I'm playing this on the Nintendo Switch 2 online. I also have the GameCube controller that goes with it. It's the thank you guys. What? Uncle Drew, I saw it's the thank you guys. Oh, Beetle? Beetle's a thank you guy. Are those thank you guys? Is that what you're saying, Drew? Those guys are the thank you guys? I just saw that. I don't understand though. Can I get up here or what? What am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to be on my boat? Help! You're supposed to say guy. Yes. Beetle is the thank you guy. He goes, thank you. Okay, help me. Oh, I can hook shot that, right? I should, don't run out of breath, buddy. I should be able to hook shot this, I think. I love this game too. I love it too. I've never beat it. I'm getting close though, and I'm having a lot of fun. Have you played other Zelda games before, Jamar? And if so, what's your favorite Zelda game? Okay. Do I need to be on my boat to reach it or what? I should be able to hook shot it. You also start the game with deluxe camera. Oh, that would be nice. I could start collecting figurines immediately. Am I doing something wrong, chat? I'm trying to use the hook shot to get on this. Oh, here's one. Okay. Right? You should work. Bro, I should be able to hook shot on that. Right? What am I doing? Am I wrong? Let me hook shot on you, you dummy. Bro. You can't reach it on this island. Why? Where do I have to go? Is this a sign? No. It's just a pail. And it has arrows in it. Cool. Then where do I... Oh! What about here? Can I grapple hook on this? Ledge? Austin, you can't get on there. Get up to the spiral island and glide to the ledge. Spiral island. We say spiral island, and I say where that? Is that in... Is that in the square next to me? You forget, but there's a hole on... It's where you are, but it's a little part that spirals up. Got it. Okay. Gonna... Where's my boat? I forget where I left him. I gotta go get him. The King of Red Dragons. Is that what his name is? I don't even remember anymore. It's part of this square. Okay. I won't go away from the square then. Thank you guys so much for your help. Stop talking to me. I don't want to talk to you. I remember using Game Shark on this for the GameCube version to try to get ahead, and I fried my whole game. No! No! But it didn't mess up your GameCube, hopefully, right? Just the game? It still freaking sucks. Oh! Oh! Stop! You're going too fast! You're going too fast! Slow down! That little tall circle to your left is the part you need to climb up. Okay. How do they manage to fry the whole game with Game Shark? on Purple app, Drew is over there chatting and said I remember using Game Shark on this for GameCube version to try to get ahead, and I fried my whole game. Is this the island you're talking about? This one looks kind of spirally. Yes, that. Yay! Okay. Slowly but surely we get there. I've never heard of anyone ever frying their game with Game Shark before. Just saw the save file. I was heated. I couldn't pull the Master Sword. I think the statue was stuck. Just the save file. Ah, so the game still worked, but your save file was doomed. Like glitchy, wouldn't let you do what you needed to do. Is that what you mean? That's horrible. No. Oh my god. I know. I'm not trying to talk to you, my guy. Leave me alone. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. I'm so sorry that that happened. I just really wanted to Google everything for this part, but I was told that Googling wouldn't really do much anyway. Because I still would have to go do a lot of exploring regardless. Okay, so which way... Where was I going anyway? And where do I want to go? Into the middle? Set your wind east? Austin, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for the help. Okay, I'm gonna set my wind east. There's that little ledge you can see on the middle. There's a chest with a heart piece. Oh, then I'll have 3 heart pieces. 1 away from another heart container. I'm making sure no one takes my #1 like spot. And there you go. We love to see it. Woo. Good luck. I love it. Nothing like a little friendly liking competition. West. Thank you. It's okay. My brain wasn't even thinking about if you were west or northwest or northwest. Either works. Okay. So I'm going to the one in the middle. I can't make it up that high, right? How long have I been live today? And I was live for over 3 hours earlier, like 3 hours, 15 minutes. I got back on at 8, so I've been here for an hour, 15 minutes. Total, that's 4 hours, 30 minutes, and I'm not done yet. You see that ledge of grass on the rock face? This is my longest streaming day ever so far in my history, 4-month history of streaming. You see that ledge of grass on the rock faces? That's where, on the rock face, that's where you have to glide to. Yes. I see a couple different ledges of grass on the rock face. I see one to the left and I see one straight ahead of me. So let me make a save suspend point just in case I mess this up. And by a suspend point, I mean 4, in case one of them, for some reason, I accidentally override or something and mess up. Yeah. Bro, that was not good timing. Hopefully this is the one you were talking about. Because this is the one that I went to. That's why I made suspend points. Big center part, the left side, there's a ledge you float to. Try again. Okay. Maybe the wind should be more whatever this direction I'm facing is, because it's like a little too diagonal, I think. Left. See the... He means the little edge. That tiny piece of green on the left. Same island you glid to before. I see. I see. Thank you. It's very tiny. Thank you. Ooh. Pretty. A chesty. Thank you. Yeah, that was a tiny, tiny section. I would have completely missed that. You've got a piece of heart. Yay. Thank you guys so much for your help with that. Yeah. Did you get the heart piece from Star Isle? You forgot about this heart piece? Well, now we remember together. We all get to remember right now. You have to go back. Yes, go get it. I don't think so. I don't know where Star Isle is, so I don't think so. I just need one more heart piece to get another heart container filled, so I should go get one. Number 1 Red Star, welcome in. Do you love this game? I'm happy to have you here. Okay, so am I done here then? I can just go to my boat? Or what? Where is he anyway? I don't even remember where I left that little guy. Top row, second square is Star Isle. Bomb the big drop and drop into the key. I did, I think. Because it's like circled there. I think I did. I think that means that I was there. I might have done that today. Where is my... Oh, okay, there he is. Hopefully I make it. Zelda's your favorite series? Yes! You're in the right place then. I'm drowning, but you're in the right place. I made it! This is obviously the Wind Waker, which I'm sure you know that because Zelda's your favorite series. And this is my first playthrough of this game. First full playthrough. I played it when I was a kid, but never finished it. And really my dad played most of it for me. You don't need them. I'd focus on the main objectives. The red circles mean you salvage the sea chart in that square. Not that you've been there yet. Oh. Anytime you collect a salvage from a sea chart, the red circles appear showing you've collected it. Huh. Okay. Cool. I was wondering what those red circles were. I've been playing since the collector's edition on the GameCube. No way. I love that. I love it so much. I am going to go east for this last square on the sea chart. Guys, this is a monumental moment. I'm hoping I'll just kind of happen across another heart piece. My brain hurts while I go through whatever is left. I'm working on getting Triforce shards and charts and stuff that is a lot of stuff that takes a lot of time. I think we had the gold disc. If that was, yeah, if the collector's edition was the gold disc, then I'm pretty sure we had the gold disc as a kid. Hold up, did you get the heart piece in the square with 6-eye reef? There's a submarine with the HP in it? I don't know. I don't know, Austin. 6-eye reef. I can't remember. But I am going to be returning to some squares because I did not get all the sea charts yet. Or Triforce shards. So on my way, or when I go past some of those places, then I will definitely get another heart piece. So that way I can kind of blend focusing on the main objective. Like, Vivid Snake was suggesting, and um, getting the heart piece. Because all I need is one more for a filled heart container. So I might as well get that done, but I need to get these Triforce shards so bad it hurts. It really hurts. My brain hurts. Everything hurts. So, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, the first two. Holy moly, that's crazy. Amazing, I love it. I did not realize that's what the collector's edition entailed. I love. Can you just die? Come on. Ah, I hate the boomerang. It takes forever to come back. I forgot. Have you heard of targeting Link? There. I was still waiting for the boomerang to come back. That's silly. Wait, where was the fish? I just saw him. Oh, there's so much treasure over here. Just like, another place I was at. Wow. Target! Bro, what is wrong with you? I thought I was targeting on him. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. Jesus. You will need to go to one of the islands that the ghost ship appears on. Yes. Yes, I know I need that. Wait, I was just looking for the fish. But I don't care about whatever all of this is. Really. I thought I saw a fish over here. Was it just the cannons? The cannonballs? I hope not. I really thought I saw a fish. Bruh. Bruh. Terrible aim. I was targeting even. I don't even care about these. I'm so over everything. Whoops,
Do
terrible
it,
aim.
lady.
Oh. Wait, where's my, where's the... Do I not get to see where it's aiming? It literally was just showing me, I thought. Or maybe not. Thank you so much for the rose, number one. Thank you. I so appreciate it. And I'm so happy to have you here. Ah! No! I suck at this. Okay. There's one down. There's never a cursor. Okay, then I must have been seeing what was left of the other guy, what he was shooting at me. That's what I was seeing, I guess. Put it away. Oh, I just want the fish. No. Ah! Go! 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 Please! Faster! 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 I don't want to use the freaking Wind Waker. I love this game so much. I really do. I promise. I really do. Wahoo! It wasn't. The aiming cursor was added in the HD version. There was a aiming cursor in the HD version. Oh my god. Y'all, I should have been playing that one this whole time. What's wrong with me? Why, small fry? Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want a chart and information about this island, then start by opening up your sea chart. Okay. If you say so. Yay! Guys, I finished my sea chart. It's done. I'm done with the sea chart. Completely done with the sea chart. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with the sea chart. I'm done with the sea chart. I'm done with the sea chart. Oh my god, I can sleep. I can sleep comfortably tonight once more. No more pain. No more sea chart nightmares. I've been trying to get a Wind Waker HD copy of it, but it's hard to find. Yeah. That would be nice. That'd be nice. The sea shark. I'd go to Greatfish Island, skip to the nighttime when the ghost ship appears there. I have the ghost ship chart, so it shows me where the ghost ship is. Wait, I'm not even reading what he's saying. Crap. 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 I hope he's not telling me anything important. I got too excited. The last fish in the game and I didn't even listen to him. I feel so bad. I read every other fish's stuff and I didn't read his. Wow. Yes, but you have to get there. Yes. It's there now. Okay, yeah, it's right next to me. I bought a Wii U specifically for Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. I have a Wii U, but I haven't played it since the Switch came out. I don't even know if it works anymore. Not good. It's easier to go to an island and skip time till it's there. What do you mean? Look who's back again. BG Dubs. I'm back. You're back. We're all back. Yay. So you said Great Fish Isle. Skip to nighttime when the ghost ship appears there. The ghost ship is there now. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. You're saying, okay. I get it. I was so confused. Sorry, I understand. It's luck that it's there. Yes. West. Let's go. Come on. Quickly. Quickly, before it is daytime. Let us go. Come on. Come on. Speed it up. Let's go. Hurry up. We gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 Sonic, fast. No, not the sunrise. Not the sunrise. No, we refuse. Sail into the ship. Full speed ahead. Do you really? It's actually by the moon. I don't know what. Do you really what, BG Dubs? What are you asking? Do I really what? What? Do I really what? I don't know what I said. I don't know what anybody said. I don't know what's going on. Ghost ship? Ghost ship. Show me the ghost ship. Show me the money. I need the ghost ship. Please. Please. Haunt me, ghosties. Ghost pirates, haunt me. I want to get in your boat now. Where are you? Come back or come to me somewhere. There you are. I see you. I see you. I see you. It's not going to become nighttime or daytime. What do I do? What do I do? I need to enable text to speech. No, I don't. That would drive me crazy. I'm sorry. I can hardly focus already. Text to speech would drive me absolutely bonkers, nutso, crazy, wild. Maybe I can do it so on Purple App you can reward or redeem like points for watching that you get for text to speech. The ghost ship appears in different spots depending on the moon shape. Yes, BG Dubs, and I did not. I got the map for it. You said sail into it too, so I can keep track of where it is that way as well. I sailed into it. Woo! I did it. Now, my true trial awaits. Spooky. Very spooky. Everybody get your spooky faces on. There she blows. You're going to bed, Lemons. Good night. Good night. Happy 2 days before Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve. Hey, your name is Eve. It's Christmas Eve, 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 Eve. Ha, ha, ha. Christmas Eve, 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 comma. Wow. LOL. Yeah. The ghost ship appears. Yes. Anyway, bye. Christmas Eve, 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 Eve. Very cool joke. Thank you. I'm proud of it. Bye, Lemons. I hope you sleep so well. Eve is Lemons. Laugh cry, laugh cry. I don't see the emojis or whatever you're sending for some reason. I just see laugh cry, laugh cry, laugh cry. It's so weird. I guess I gotta go down here. I see some light peeking out, so do I need my shield? There's like flowers right there. You sleep very early. Where are you? I don't hear you. Ah! Oh yeah, I have to go in the light. I knew I needed to. What? Bro, these guys are crazy. To the light. Wow. Wow. Bro. That guy's scary. No. No, that's not what I was trying to do. Ah. How do I do my shield? I don't remember. I thought it was... How do I do this? There. Where's the... Take care of Wizbro first? That was much easier. But where's the Poe guy? What is he called? What are those things called? Are they called Poes? Why do I want to call him a Poe? Did he just go away? Was that... Okay, I didn't even kill him. Don't worry about the Poe, take care of the Wizrobe first. Well, Wizrobe's done and so is the... Redead? Is that what that guy was? I don't even know what anybody's called. I'm trying my best, guys. Number 1, Red Star, thank you for the follow on Purple. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to get more people over there. Purple is nicer to streamers. In case you didn't know that. It is more helpful for streamers. So I really appreciate your support over there. He Po'd away. Don't worry about Poe. Take care of Wizrobe. Oh, yeah. He Po'd away. Where did he go? And yes, there we go. Poe was like, I'm pissed off. Exit stage right. Yeah. I don't know. He was mad that I couldn't figure out how to get him, I guess. Pretty fair, I guess. I was a little upset as well. Oh, okay. What the heck? Look at that face. Just look at it. Just look at it. What is that? It really is. Yes. I'm glad you understand, number 1. For real. I think I love having both TikTok and Purple app and having people everywhere that I can get them. Purple is nicer though. Okay. Getting that moolah. Give me the money. Give it to me. Yes. Is your master sword awake yet, Sir Charles? Welcome in. Make sure to break the barrels or jars first. I always do. Are you being sarcastic? My master sword is awake and well.
Do it, lady.
Wicked, hi. I'm so happy to see you here. Thank you for the heartbeat. How are you? I just started streaming on TikTok and I definitely like the purple app myself. Yes. Number one, I'm gonna have to check you out. I love meeting fellow streamers. Yeah, it took a while to start being able to make any income or anything from Purple, but they are the more generous, I guess, or less greedy, however you want to phrase it, at Purple. Should be one more Tri-Fart chart. One more Tri-Fart chart, if I'm right. Nah, it just kicks you out of the ship. Oh, okay. Mr. Tingle didn't fondle you, did he? Why did somebody talk about Tingle fondling earlier? Does Tingle fondle? Did we talk about Tingle fondling? I don't like thinking about Tingle doing any fondling of anything like that. He did fondle me? I didn't even notice that he fondled me. Doesn't TikTok take like 99%? Basically. Not really, but basically. It's like half, give or take. Hi, Coma. Welcome in. How are you? It depends on how many gifts you get, basically, is how much TikTok will promote you or care about you. Tingle fondles without Tingle fondling? You were too busy baiting the fish? I guess. Tingle, you're good, Coma, good. Look, Coma, look what I got done. You don't have to be careful with your language on Purple app either. Yes.
Success.
It's a lot more forgiving with what you say and do on Purple as well. Tack Talk, welcome in. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you for the follow. How are you? Do you love this game or what? I got my C chart done in case you're new here or just coming in or you've been gone for a long time. I finished my C chart, y'all. Freaking done. Let's freaking go. Yeah, I did that. Freaking did it. Freak. Let me see how many Triforce charts you need. I'm surprised you're streaming so late. I don't work right now, Coma. I left my old job and I'm waiting for my new job to start in January. So I don't have any work tomorrow, which is why I'm up late streaming right now. No work. I actually streamed for over 3 hours earlier today. So I'm going on 5 hours now today. Save the Twilight Realm? Is that the correct game? As far as Triforce charts go, let's see what I got. Whoops, pressed the wrong button. I got 1. I got 2. I got 4. I got 6. I got 7. I got 8. That means I need 5 and 3. I'm missing 2 Triforce charts. Now let's look at Beetle's chart. Whoops. No. What the? I want to look at Beetle's chart. No, not Beetle's chart. The Incredible chart. So there's they're all in the row underneath me on the far left and the far right is where I gotta go. My time on TikTok, I was playing Mass Effect 3 on Insanity. Big mistake with my language. Oh man. Did they take it down or just stop pushing it to everybody? What happened? Thankfully, I don't really have a potty mouth, I guess, or sailor's mouth in general. I do cuss sometimes, but it's not a big deal for me to not be able to But sometimes I do wish I could more. Go there first after you get that warp to Forest Haven, southwest. Whoops, wrong thing. All right. Check. So I'm going southwest to go to the cannon ship. Is that what you're saying, Vivid Snake? One down, one left. There, yeah. Whoops. Why am I? Oh, I don't have my sail equipped. I'm like, what am I doing? Ha. Yeah, okay, I'm going in the right direction. Thank you for your help, Vivid Snake. I got my live access suspended. No! I hate that for you. The good thing about TikTok, though, is, like, it definitely is easier to find people on there. Or for people to find you, I should say. It's a bit harder to get visibility and discoverability on Purple app. Now you'll play everything but Mass Effect. I've never played Mass Effect. What other games do you like to play, and other games do you stream? Where's Emmy to see I'm actually nice to you, too? I don't know. I don't know. I guess you'll just have to make sure you do it all the time, because you never know when she'll pop up in here. It's fun. Vivid Snake. Oh, Emmy's here. Emmy is here. Mass Effect is fun. I enjoy 1 more than 2 and 3 because it was RPG. Vivid Snake said in the TikTok chat. And number 1 is in the Purple app saying that they were playing Mass Effect 3. Which one is your favorite? Red, or number 1, Red Star? So you were saying something about something I have to do here. Oh, is this where... This isn't where I need to control the bird, is it? Do I need to do some birding? Take down the cannon ship? No. No. You played Dead by Daylight, Persona, Pokemon, and of course Zelda. Yes, I love it. Which Pokemon? Love. These cannon ships? Brayden, yes, I'm still up. We here. That cannon ship. I see what you're talking about. Cruise! Cruise! So slow. Whoops. Whoops. That one. Okay. You said, what a great surprise. It's a great surprise to have you here, Brayden. How are you? Can I reach them from here? I need to go closer. I need to change the direction of the wind, too. Too far. Whoops. You played Z to A? Playing Z to A right now. You also played New Digimon, which you're waiting for the next DLC for. Ooh. I'm playing ZA next. That's going to be my next game after I beat Wind Waker. So January-ish should be when I start with that one. Hopefully. Oh my god. I'm really not great at this at all. Whoops. Oh my god. I wish I could see where it was targeting. Ah. No, I don't want to do this. I've never played the Digimon games. Also never played Dead by Daylight. I played a little bit of Persona 5, but not very much of it. ZA? You're playing ZA? You caught a shiny Eakins yesterday? That's amazing. Composing new music? What do you mean by that? Are you composing new music right now? No. I'm so... Okay, there. No. I can't say. Bro. I can't tell where it's going. Ah. No. Wow, our bombs just... Wow. Oh my god. Worst aim ever. Ah! Do I really need to get this one? That was a perfect interception. I feel like this is... Oh my god. A lost cause that I don't really need to put that much effort into. There. Got it. Now what? Now where's the C chart? There's a lot of treasure here. Stop. I'm looking for... No. I have never played a Zelda game. Which one should you play first? Live from Red? This one. This is the Wind Waker. I mean, I will say this one, but whichever one seems most interesting to you, I don't think you can go wrong with any of the Zelda games. I'm trying to find a treasure right now. Sorry that this is slow.
Success.
Bro, why didn't you slow down a little bit faster? Thank you so much for the follow. I don't know yet. Come on. Okay. Okay. Bro. The treasures are right under the balls.
Success.
Trinidad Martinez, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. What about 2D Zelda? I don't know. I can't speak on it. This is gonna be my first Zelda game that I ever, or my second Zelda game I ever beat. My first one was Echoes of Wisdom. 100 rupees, yay! You got a shiny in ZA Chespin, and you're looking for all the Evolution shiny because Umbreon is my favorite Pokemon. I love that. Good luck. Is there a lot of shiny? I've seen a lot of people talking about shiny Pokemon in that game. Whoa, 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 whoa. And it just sounds like it's a very common thing. You like Minish Cap? Link to the Past for SNES, Oracle series for GBC. Was everyone's fave Pokemon? That's a good question, Brayden. Fave Pokemon? I really like Eevee. Or like any evolution of Eevee. So Umbreon is really cool. I know that's kind of, I don't know. I just like foxes and cats and dogs. And that Eevee is like that. So, you know. This is random, but you like Dugong? Oh, I can kind of picture Dugong. He's a silly looking guy, isn't he? That you got a purple rupee. That's worth 50 rupees. That's just great. Just great. I'm going to go... I mean, I am a girl. So yeah, I play like a girl, I guess, because I am a girl. Whatever that means. I'm going to go where now? I got the... Am I still just picking up these treasures? Is this what I need to do to get the sea chart? I'm confused. I don't hear it yet. Ah, slow down. Turn around. Okay, there it is. We will get there. Slowly but surely. So peaceful. Okay, am I close enough? You have an Espeon Umbreon tribal tattoo with the yin yang. That's awesome. I want to see. That sounds so cool. I got a red rupee. Is this even what I should be doing to get a Triforce chart? Is there a point for me collecting these treasures? Where's the chart? That's what I'm wondering. Where's the Trifart chart? I don't care about anything else happening regarding who plays like what sex or gender or whatever. I want to know where the Triforce chart is, the Trifart chart. And that's all. That's the only thing that's important to me. Go check that other glowing spot. Yes, you need the chart that the cannon ship had. Okay, so it's going to be in the last spot that I haven't checked yet. Wonderful. I need to change the direction of the wind again. Great. Again. You said it's one of them, I swear. Okay, I'm gonna keep checking these then. I thought that they looked special. Usually they look special, and these all look really normal. Like they like have glowing up to the sky. And these are all very normal treasure looking spots. So that's why I'm not... Oh, bro, get back in there. Ah! Bro. Okay. There, I think, is one more spot after this, but I only took out 3 ships, so... I think I saw one more spot, though. Yay! I did get the Triforce chart! The Trifart chart. Now I need one more, and it's completely east of where I'm at in this road. Thank you guys so much for the help. I don't care about these glowing orb things in the water whatsoever. So I just need to go all the way east to get the final Trifart chart. Can't wait. Yep, we're going east. Not west, east. No. Warp? Oh, shoot. Is there a... You're right. You're so right, Vivid Snake. I totally forgot. I've been doing this so much. because I haven't needed to warp. I've had to go to every single square lately. Now I can warp again. I don't need to go through every single square to get the Trifart shards. This is why I prefer the OG Wind Waker. The Tingle Tuner was so helpful. Does the Tingle Tuner help you with the Trifart shard? Those are both close enough. Yes, okay. I'm doing the Ballad of Gales. Down, right, left, up. Whoops. Nope. Down, right, left, up. It helps you with charts. That would be really nice if I could do that. Unfortunately, I cannot. Bro. This is where I'm going. Forest Haven. I have a GameCube GBA adapter. I want to see if I could use it to use the Tingle Tuner on the Switch. How would that... I wonder if that would work. Would that work? That would be awesome if you could make that work. I do have a GameCube, and I think I have this game on the GameCube. I think. I can't remember exactly. Oh, I don't want to be here, bro. Oh, but I can do the coupon, the Tingle coupon, whatever he gave me. Bro, I can figure out what he gave me.
Whoa. Bye.
I have to equip it. You want to use your complimentary ID? Okay, here it goes. You are so great. Fantastic. Incredible. And there you go. That's what a complimentary coupon is. Isn't it nice to be complimented once in a while? It is, isn't it? I paid 10 rupees. I paid him 10 rupees to be complimented. I paid him more than that to get the mail. The creators of this game are freaking trolls. I just got rickrolled, I think. That feels like the equivalent of being rickrolled. Worth it. Oh, so worth it. It was so nice of him to say that. They're trolls in Breath of the Wild. It probably wouldn't work, you said that way, unless they had a GameCube to USB adapter. Did you say you have GameCube to USB adapter? We wonder if the programming would even work that way. 999 Korok seeds? What about 999 Korok seeds? Isn't it nice? You said you do have an adapter? I think it's worth a shot. I really wonder if it'd work. I don't think you could mess anything up by trying it. Knock on wood. Isn't it nice to be complimented? Yeah. Wait. I want another pair. Shoot. Get me back in there. I want to buy a pair while I can. Okay.
Whoa.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Oh, thank goodness he complimented me. I don't know what I would have done without that. That really validated me. I get my validation from Beetle. Okay. They are poops? What are poops? Who are poops? The reward for that? For 999 Korok seeds? Okay. Now, I'm going northeast. I believe. Northeast. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's it. The Korok seeds are poops? Are they literally poops? Komeda, you're here. Hi again. I'm glad to see you over on the Purple app. It's a party over the Purple app. Party of 2 with the #1 Red Star and Komeda juice. Y'all are missing out. I just looked up the Game Boy to Wind Waker on Switch. It doesn't work. Aww. #1 Red Star in Purple app said they looked it up and it says it doesn't work online. Dang. That's a bum. Bumpskis. Okie dokie. We are gone out of this area to the final Trifart Shard. So not only did I complete my sea chart, but I'm about to get the last Trifart Shard. If you collect all the Korok seeds, you get poop. You literally get poop. You did double check the chart location to make sure you're going in the right spot. Yeah. I am going to the right spot. I know I am. Whoops. See? 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 You get golden poop. What do you do with golden poop? Do you do anything with golden poop? It's because the version on Switch is basically just an emulator. I see. Yeah, it doesn't have like the software or whatever to actually work that stuff the way the OG stuff does. It does nothing. Can you decorate with it or something? Like put it on display in your house or something? Are the Korok seeds the real Trifart shards? I guess so. Right? So, oh, this is the place. The birds. Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah. I know this place all too well. I've been here. Messed this up. Did not enjoy it. Had a bad time here. Did not do well. I knew there was a chart here. I didn't have enough Hyoi pairs to keep going. Hopefully, 7 of them is good. Submaster Meg. Oh, yeah. You must shift into bird mode. I must. I have to lock into bird mode. I was a bird earlier today and I did not do well, but I completed what I wanted to do as a bird. Now imagine if you just went and filled out the sea chart but didn't explore the islands, Meg. Save. Yeah, I would throw up. I would throw up and cry everywhere. All the time. On everybody here. You would be covered in my tears and my vomit if I had to go back through this again. Oh, those are really cute emotes. Is that Umbreon? That's so cute. Dr. Pepper Psychologist, what's up? You feed off tears? That's why you're so mean to me. It all makes sense now. Okay. I have to hit the switches here. Somehow. Without getting whacked by all of these birds. You're nice mean to me. You're tired of being bald? Aww. I got one. I missed it. I got it. No. I can't see. Onion juice is crazy. Is onion juice for baldness? Facebook told me onion juice cures baldness. Yeah, you can pour onion juice on your head. Do you want me to pour it on your head? Don't be mean to my sister. Apparently he's nice mean. Whatever that means. You're sorry I'm a seagull. Are you a seagull? Yes, I'm a seagull, the crimson effer. I am. I'm not very good at it. But yes, I am. I'm actually really bad at it. Not even just not good at it. God, I keep getting so close to the switches. Fly away, then circle back. Apparently. Don't try and circle immediately back. I do not remember the single minigame. What? Unfortunately, the Crimson effort, this is actually not a minigame. Just lead the big birds back to you and kill them. Some of them that works with. Oh, they're all away. They're all gone. Okay, cool. Okay, maybe I actually can do that. The number 1 red star, actually, maybe I can. Yeah, this is something I have to do to get the Triforce shard. The Triforce shard chart. Whatever, we call them Triforce shards in here. And that's what I'm trying to get. Was that good enough? Do you guys want to kill me now, please? Was that? No, that wasn't all of them. But that was 3 of them. That's pretty good. It should be a little easier with 3 of them out. You feed on soup. I feed on soup too. Vivid Snake may feed off of your tears, but I feed off of your joy. So I'm here to keep you joyful. Keyblade Master Eric, thank you. I'm glad somebody here wants to keep me joyful. I prefer to stay that way as well. That's pretty good. Yeah. Ooh, French onion soup is my favorite soup, Brayden. Don't you dare tell me that and then not give me any. That sounds so good. Bro, I'm so bad at this. I'm the worst, actually. Nobody ever let me fly anywhere. Yay! Yay! Hey, now, if I didn't want you to be joyful, why would I always be here to help as well? True, Vivid Snake, you are a very big help. And I always appreciate you being here. Your help is much, much appreciated. I can't see. I'm just guessing. Bro! This happened last time I got these. Oh my god. Ah! Bro! There! Blind seagull. Good thing there's no time limit. Chortling! I don't know if it will be good by then. By when? We love onions and cheese and onion juice. We all do. Everybody here. The seagulls are annoying. Triforce shards. They're so annoying to control. I hate this. Especially because the camera angle sucks. Ah, that was so close! Bro! I can't see! I just want to get it. Ham being ham is ham. One more. I'm flying away, as you guys tell me to do, but they're chasing me. Yoi pair number 4? Is this my 4th pair? I'm happy you're here, Luigi Nut Gaming. Ham is being ham. Is so true, bestie. You're so right about that. As always. Yay! Yes! 2 pair of pairs. I did it! Why don't you fly directly back? I did it! I did it! That was luck. That was pure skill. Skills. That wasn't luck. That was my amazing seagull driving skills. It's basically like flying in Skyward Sword. I haven't played Skyward Sword. Knowing that flying is like that in Skyward Sword makes me not really want to play Skyward Sword. You said so true. Do you agree with that? That it's like flying in Skyward Sword? Luigi Nut Gaming, thank you so much for sharing the stream. I appreciate your support and your ham. Being ham. So anyway, oh, you said you were gonna ship me onions, French onion in soup in a P.O. box, but it might not be good by then. Maybe you can freeze it and ship it in like a freezer truck? Rent like a semi-truck with a freezer and freeze the French onion soup and put it in there and have it delivered to my house in that truck. That seems pretty reasonable. Liquid nitrogen, yeah, bro. I hate his automatic jumping. It is the most annoying thing. But yes, that would be great. Liquid nitrogen is a stellar solution to a fantastic soup, I'm sure. It's easier to fly in Skyward Sword on the Switch. What just happened? Some sort of goal. It's easier to fly in Skyward Sword on the Switch than on the Wii, at least. Okay. Well, if I play it, then it would be on the Switch. So that's good to know. I also automatically jump when I walk off a ledge. Same. I just can't help it. 20,000 likes. That's what we reached. Let's go. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the likes. I feel so loved and liked. Thank you. You guys are the best. All of you are important and all of you matter. And I'm so glad all of you are here. Alive and well and helping me out. You guys are amazing. You got a Triforce chart. Aw, thank you for the heartbeat, Luigi Nut Gaming. Thank you so much. I got my last Triforce chart. I'm done getting Triforce charts. Not yet.
Good lady.
Thank you for the you're awesome, Luigi Nut Gaming. Thank you for the Go Popular. 10 Go Populars, Hulk Smash, W Husband. The final Trifart chart. It's in my hands. I think Windfall was the closest to Tingle Island. Okay, we gotta go there. French onion soup sounds good. I made a stir fry with frozen veggies, cut up chicken tenders, Panda Express stir fry sauce, and a fried egg on top. Holy mother of pearl, send me that in the mail too, please. You and Brayden and TikTok can combine the nitrogen, liquid nitrogen or whatever, and keep it cold and just go ahead and ship that to me. Overnight it, maybe. I want. Dude, I get so hungry from playing this game. Also, I need to stand up and stretch. I've been sitting here for 2 hours, 15 minutes, and I haven't freaking moved my body one time in that entire time. That's crazy. Guys, what are you doing? Make me move more. Oh my god. Oh Yumbo. Oh Yumbo's right. I'm standing up. I'm getting some sort of snack, probably. You took culinary courses in college, bro. Give me your skills. I don't even want your skills. I just want your food, please. Go pet your dogs and your cats. Bait some fish. Get fondled by Tingle. And Brayden said tell that guy to marry me. Brayden in the TikTok chat wants to marry you. And just do what you need to do to take a quick break, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stand up, get a snack, get a drink, pet my animals. I'll be back in a second. Not going anywhere for good. Just quick stand-up stretch break. Be right back. Oh, wrong screen. Okay. Hi. Woo! I'm back. Back and better than ever. Because guess what? I have all the Triforce charts. Oh my god. I have all the Triforce charts. Charts. I need to go to Tingle now. I need Tingle to go decipher the rest of these for me so I can get the Triforce shards. Huge accomplishment. You said you can make good ramen, number one? Yes. Feed me. And Brayden, yes, Brayden was talking to you, number one. I don't know if Brayden's still here, but yes, you. You went out back over to TikTok to ask him? Yes. Yes, you. Now we can go fishing. Yes. Yes. We can go. It's morning. What a beautiful time for it to be morning. I feel like it's a fresh new day. Fresh start. We're ready. Down, right, left, up. That's right. Down, right, left, up. Down, right, down, right, left, up. I ate a whole bag of chips in the 2 minutes that I was away. Not like a big bag, but I had some Ruffles, sour cream and onion Ruffles. They were yum. I didn't want to crunch into the microphone, but I did bring another bag of chips just in case I can't handle it. So, sorry if I crunch in your ear. So Tingle, you said... Wait, I can just go straight to Tingle Island. I can warp to Tingle Island. Meg, is that a Target brand seltzer water? Brayden, it is. How cool of you to notice. I love seltzer waters, and the Target brand ones are cheaper. So, I'm not going to buy the name brand and pay more. I also know how to make LeBlanc curry from Persona 5. What? That is so cool. How? Is there a recipe book or cookbook for that game? This is strawberry mango, but I love the peach ginger. Love that flavor. You said it's your favorite? They have good flavors. They have fun flavors. But I love me a peach ginger seltzer from a fresh shart. Yes. We can just cook for each other. It doesn't have to be a sensual relationship. Aw. Honestly, finding somebody who will feed you is so important. It's truly best to just find somebody who will feed you. They have a limited edition out right now. What is it? Is it like a holiday type flavor? Is that what makes it limited edition? Yay, I'm at Tingle Island. Get out. So we have Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, and Skyward Sword all on the Switch. Yes, okay. So any of those would be easy for me to play next. And then my best friend, has a copy of Twilight Princess on the GameCube, and I have a GameCube. So I may be able to play that on stream as well, because I have an HDMI adapter thingy. You forgot, but you have it in your fridge. Do you like it, Brayden? All we need is Twilight Princess on the Switch, and I'll be happy forever. I bet one day it'll come out on the GameCube games. Probably not soon, because they came out with the Wind Waker this year. It was the first GameCube game, I think, right? Also, I gotta stand up for a sec. Hold on. My pants are bothering me the way I was sitting. But I would definitely be a lot happier if that was on the Switch. That would make everything easier. Yes. No, I don't want to play. It's a fragrant, musty scent of my charts. My sharts are fragrant and musty. Splendid. Show me. Why? You can't read that chart in its current state. I know. decipher it for me. You want to try LeBlanc curry from Persona 5? That's it. We have to get #1 red star. And Brayden, if you're going to cook too, your French onion soup, please. We need to get you guys together. We're going to all meet up and you guys are going to cook for us. Okay? Decipher the chart. Yes, decipher it. Now I just have to do this like a million more times. Yay! Okay, I hope I have enough for the rest of them. Oh my god, it feels like I'm free. I'm finally getting free. I'm gonna come back from the holidays, from traveling for the holidays, and I'm not gonna have to do this anymore. So my goal for tonight before I go was to get all of the Triforce shards so that when I come back on probably Monday next week, because I'll be off for a while for the holidays, when I come back, I can just beat the game. And I can stream Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week to do that as many days as needed. How many have you deciphered so far? I think that was 4 or 5 now. I can't remember if that was the 5th or the 4th. I think that was the 5th, and so this is the 6th now. I think so. I have 2 more. I think. So I think I have enough. LeBlanc curry actually has instant coffee in it and chocolate. That sounds good. Does it taste like coffee? It sounds good. You have enough then. Yes, because it's like 400 something or something. Was that the last one? Let's see, chat. Was it that was that it? 1. Yes. 2, 3. Yes. 4. Yes. 5. Yes. Got that one. 7. Yes. Yes. We got them all deciphered. It is not. The chocolate is also 70% Choco dark chocolate. Okay. So is it still like a savory curry? Yes, let's go, chat. I got it. Now, the fun part is just to get all of those. Oh, the incredible chart makes it easier. That's so nice. Okay, so I can go southwest 1 from where I'm at and get another Triforce shard. Sweet, blissful freedom. I truly feel like I can breathe everything out. All of the frustration. I finally feel like I am done. I'm not done. I don't even care that I just took half or a quarter a heart damage from that. I don't care at all. Yeah. Hey, Brittany. Yes, I'm not normally on Mondays, but because of the holidays, I'm not going to be on my typical streaming days, Wednesday, Saturday, Sundays, my normal days, and I'm going to have to miss those days, and I was able to stream today. So I wanted to get everything done with my shards and my charts and all of that good stuff today. So I can come back next week after traveling for the holidays and be ready to finish the game. You notice that one of them is at Outset Island? Ooh, I thought Is that one in the pit? Is that one in the pit? Don't tell me that one's in the pit. Do I have to go back in the pit through all 50 levels or whatever? I did 30 levels in the pit to get a Triforce chart, but I didn't have the reflector shield yet, so I couldn't get the shard. It is savory with a hint of sweetness, which comes from a shredded apple. That sounds very interesting. Number one, I want it. It's in the water. Fuck you. Sorry, that just makes me feel so good. Oh, that's so nice because I did not want to go in the pit again. I also keep thinking about, I don't know if you guys have seen Parks and Rec, but I fell in the pit. You fell in it, the pit. We all fell in it, the pit. And I fell in it, the pit. And you fell in it, the pit. We all fell in it, the pit. That's Chris Pratt. He had a song called The Pit from Parks and Rec. Hulk Smash knows what I'm talking about. We will love that show. Watch that together. Get away from me! Yep. Go into this one. At the bottom of the pit, there's just a heart piece. I don't care about that at all then. I'm not going to the bottom of the pit. I'm so glad the shards are in the water. That makes me feel so much better. If you guys were here, I would totally make it for you. Asian cuisine is my favorite to cook. Oh my god. Get in my belly. I want it. Asian cuisine is my favorite to eat. So that works perfectly. We're just going to kidnap you and bring you here. Yep. You're going to spend the holidays with us. By the way, Cometa Juice is my sister. Number one. So yeah, we're just going to kidnap you and you're going to spend the holidays with us. Brittany, you missed so much but so little. Also, you can go to Purple app and watch what you missed. The VODs are on there. So if you wanted to go back and see what you missed, you absolutely can do that. There's a shard here, supposedly. You've been trying to master Uncle Roger's favorite dish? What is Uncle Roger's favorite dish? So she's not 100%ing Wind Waker. No. God, no. Yay! It's right here. Just a little faster. A little bit more, please. It's like right here. Right there. Purple app is TWITCH. I can't say it or TikTok will like shadow ban me. Yes. And my username is Megstar with 3 R's. No underscore. You've been trying to... Oh, fried fries. Yes. Triforce down. I got 2 Triforces. Let's go. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho. What? Why? Because they don't like competition. They want everybody to give them their money. Or, yeah. The Megon chart? The Megon chart? That's a new one. Steezy, hi. Welcome back. I'm so happy you're here again. How are you? I just got my second Triforce chart. Trifart chart. Austin Powers reference. Yes, Brayden. You knew it. Get in my belly. I can't even do it right anymore. I'm too excited about my chart. Oh my god. Okay, now, before I get confused, the next one is southeast of where I am. So I'm gonna make the wind do that now. Yes, they don't like competition. TikTok and YouTube. Oh, I should not have said the YT. Yeah. It, where did I say? Southeast. That's what I said. I love fried rice. I want it. What is your time zone? Number 1. You don't need to tell me what state you're in if you don't want to, but at least time zone will tell me something about how long it will take me to find you and kidnap you. Pacific time? Dang, that's too far. It's gonna take me a really long time to find you. Purple app don't care. Yeah, they don't care what you say. Love it here. I'm on both. They love it. We love it. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm going southeast. Duh. I'm getting a Triforce shard. Duh. Feels so good, man. Feels so good. That's so far for my husband / wife. Brayden said. What time zone are you in, Brayden? So number one, it's only 7:38 where you are. That's nice. It's 10:38 where I am. I'm in Eastern time. It's late here. I'm never on this late. Brayden, it's Eastern time for you too. This is the latest stream I've ever done. This is the longest streaming I've ever had, streaming day I've ever had, and the latest stream I've ever done. Brittany, it's 7:38 for you. Steezy, you're in Central time. So Brittany's also in Pacific time. And Steezy is in Central time. Komeda also says it's 9:38 for her. She's also in Central time right now. I'm gonna be in Central time for the holidays. I'm 2 states away from you. Are you in, I remember us talking about this. I really don't want these guys to mess with me. I don't think I'm close enough. Nope. No, I didn't mean to do that. You're from the not fun state? Ah! Fun not state. What's the fun not state? Bro. I don't care about these. I just want the shard. I think this is it. Ah! I was so close. California is fun. What are you talking about? I was thinking Utah too. Just because they have some weird laws and stuff. You're in San Antonio? Bruh. Yeah, that's right. Texas, right? That's Texas. Just go until you smell cows to find me? There's cows in Indiana. How am I going to find you with cows? We have dry counties in Utah. Yeah. It used to be a law that you couldn't buy alcohol on Sundays in Indiana. Now you can't after 8 p.m. on Sundays. But it used to be that you couldn't at all on Sundays. Like, up until 9 or 10 years ago. Expensive. Ah, yes, it is expensive in California, that's for sure. But it's fun. I've only been there once, but I loved it. Okay, now what? Guys, I got another Triforce shard. We didn't even take a celebration moment. It's because I'm just going to run through this. You're not even going to notice. I'm going to get it done so fast. It's going to fly by. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Okay, the next one in the bottom row, there's 2. I'm gonna see if I can teleport to a convenient spot. I think it's down, right, left, up. Same in Pennsylvania. That is expensive. Just go into TikTok is being. Oh no, it's laggy over there on Why? Why so laggy? I don't like to hear that. That was happening earlier for people. I might restart my live. Was it like that the whole time? Did it just start screwing up for you guys on TikTok because I might end it and then come back if it just started doing that. I'll stay on purple. Yeah. It just started. Okay. Then I'm not ending my stream. I'm not ending it. I'm technically ending it, but I'm literally coming right back. So, TikTok people, please come back. Be right back. Aha! Now, purple at people, we are all alone. Haha! We can say whatever we want and nobody will know. Ah. Ha ha ha. I think I do want to go here. Yes. I'm gonna give it a moment for TikTok to like calm down, I think. And let it chill. And I'm gonna pull it back up. Hopefully it's better. We're gonna try again. Whoops. Ah! Press the button wrong. There we go. Okay, hopefully it's better. I see it. I see the Trifart chart. Woohoo! Aw, the music is so happy. I completely